Call the meeting to order. Call the roll.
Belsley.
Here.
Blunier.
Here.
Hare. Lehman.
Here.
Newman.
Here.
Parrott.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you. If you'd join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
There is no public hearing tonight. Presentations and special reports, I have none. Is there anybody in the public like to make a comment?
Good evening, everyone. Leanne Brown with the Morton Economic Development Council. And just a reminder, we have an open invitation for our annual Economic Development Council luncheon, which will be on Wednesday, January 23rd. We're hosting this out in partnership with Growmark. Growmark has their tank and truck center here now in Morton. And so we have the honor to be on site there. And that lunch runs from 11:30 to 1, so just open invitation to businesses and the public that one would like to attend and hear some updates from last year. And we also will be awarding our 2019 Venture Award to a local business owner. So sign up, registration's open. You can find that online or just give us a call over at the office. Thank you.
Thank you. The consent agenda tonight is the approval of the minutes of the regular meeting December 17th, 2018, and the approval of the bills. Do I have a motion?
Motion to approve. Second.
Any comments? Call the roll.
Blunier.
Yes.
Hare. Lehman.
Yes.
Newman.
Yes.
Parrott.
Yes.
Belsley.
Yes.
Motion passes.
I have one item tonight, the ordinance on the liquor. You want to read that?
Happy to. Whereas Morton Municipal Code was duly adopted on March 2nd, 1970, and duly published in book form, whereas Title 3, Chapter 8, Section 6 contains a limitation on the number of liquor licenses, and the President and Board of Trustees desire to amend same. Now therefore be it ordained by the President and Board of Trustees of the Village of Morton, Tazewell County, Illinois, that Title 3, Chapter 8, Section 6 of the Morton Municipal Code is hereby amended as follows. 1, the number of Class B2 liquor licenses is increased from 11 to 12. 2, the number of B3 liquor licenses is decreased from 4 to 3. Be it further ordained that this ordinance shall be in full force and effect upon its passage, approval, and publication as may be required by law.
Julie, correct me if I'm wrong. I guess we need to deduct from 11 to 12 on the Class B.
We're going to increase. From 11 to 12.
And then decrease on the B3 from 4 to 3.
Right.
For the old Safari Lanes.
The increase on the B2 is to add the liquor license for the owners of the new, they call it Potter's Alley, I believe is what it's going to be called, the old Safari Lane. And then the decrease on B3 is for Seasons had a, we call package liquor addition to their license previously, and when they renewed it in May, they did not renew to have package liquor sales. So it should have been changed back in May. We're just catching up with that one. So that's what that decrease is for.
So if we could have a motion,
So moved.
Second.
call the roll.
Lehman.
Yes.
Newman.
Yes.
Parrott.
Yes.
Belsley.
Yes.
Blunier.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Village Clerk.
Nothing tonight, Your Honor.
Village Administrator.
I have one item tonight, Your Honor, that is ordinance number 19-19, which is an ordinance amending Title 12, Chapter 3 of the Morton Municipal Code regarding employee policies. Basically, this is a revision of the personnel handbook.
All right. Could I have a motion on that?
So moved.
Second.
Any questions or comments?
I had provided everyone a copy of the revised personnel handbook, I think, the prior meeting. This is basically either adding or revising 14 sections of the personnel handbook, most of which are laws and required disclosures that we have to have according to the attorney that reviewed it for us. So it's more that than it is anything revising anything that actually existed prior to.
Okay. Call the roll, please.
Lehman.
Yes.
Newman.
Yes.
Parrot.
Yes.
Belsley.
Yes.
Blunier.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Chief of Police.
I have nothing this evening, Your Honor.
Okay. Corporation Counsel
Nothing tonight, Your Honor.
and Director of Fire and Emergency Services.
Nothing tonight, Your Honor.
And I hear you're leaving for Haiti,
I am, sir.
so safe travels.
Thank you.
And Director of Public Works.
One item tonight, Your Honor. In front of you is item A. This is ordinance 19-18. It's an ordinance making amendments regarding stormwater improvement grants to Chapter 5 of Title 8 of the Morton Municipal Code. This had a first reading at the last meeting, so I'm here to answer any more questions. I haven't received really any comments or questions to date, so I'd be glad to answer any more right now.
Make a motion?
Go ahead.
Motion to approve.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any questions?
No questions, just comments sort of to echo the comments I think Craig shared at the last meeting too. It's, I think it's, it's a good thing. It's a good process, I think, and timely, and it's something that's based on our experience over several years. It's not something that we're just gonna try out and see how it works, so it's, I think it's, there's been some good thought into it, but there's also some background on it that it's gonna, as I see it, sort of level set the situation where before it seemed like it put the village, unfortunately, many times at odds when they came in to correct or address a situation. And it's gonna put, I think, more of the responsibility in this case on the homeowner or homeowners to bring the attention to the village, but then also be responsible for taking some of the steps initially to correct the problem. And then I think it's still a good thing that there's some incentivizing with some grant dollars that are available for this to assist with it. So I think it's a good program. I guess I did have a question. The process as it's laid out now is the matter will be brought to the village. It'll be reviewed and discussed up front. There'll be an application process. And then does it come to the board, or is it really turnkey at the administrative level with Craig?
Yeah, I
your
think what you
office?
have here is it's at the discretion
Okay.
of myself. Obviously, we approve that amount most likely at the
Okay.
annual budget, just have that brief discussion. But once that's there, we just take care of it in our office. Obviously, if there's something that's a questionable one or something, then we'll get with you guys, the mayor and you guys, and figure that out. But I
And
think
budget-wise, it's
$10,000. It's had
$10,000.
$5,000 on that budget line item for quite some time, so it'll now go to 10 is what we'd ask for at the upcoming budget, and so that's only really going to allow for most likely one project,
A year.
which should work out right now. And if something changes, I'll bring you guys back, summary of what's going on and kind of go from there. I don't anticipate a bunch. Unless the $10,000 is a little more appealing to somebody where they want to put that money up front with the plans and that. But I think it's a good thing, and I appreciate you guys working with me to get something. This will expedite the process for us, but also probably streamline to where we're wasting a lot of time and effort. I think just putting a little money up, a little extra on the applicant is a good thing to make sure they're serious about it. And then the money's a little more at the back end. So I think this will really streamline and at least be there for the opportunity to fix some of these private drainage issues. There are private drainage issues, we all know that. So this will give hopefully a process to help fix some of those.
And I think it'll help create an atmosphere for everybody to work together. Everybody's in it, so thanks for your comments, Trustee Belsley. Any other comments? If not, let's call the roll.
Newman.
Yes.
Parrot.
Yes.
Belsley.
Yes.
Blunier.
Yes.
Lehman.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Planning and zoning.
One item tonight, Your Honor. We have a special use case before you tonight, 18-12 SB. The property is 424 West Edgewood Court, Multax Corporation. I had a special use request for a in-ground or ground-mounted solar system. It's the first such request that we've had. We've had a couple of roof-mounted units, if you might recall. So the Plan Commission held its public hearing ahead of your meeting in December, and the recommendation from that group was a unanimous favorable recommendation. We've not received the actual site plan or construction drawings or anything like that yet, but there's the normal maintenance. A couple of those, these people have not mentioned it, but when we had those requests from the county, they talked about the ground being covered with some sort of natural, native, whatever, Illinois wildflowers, which it's hard to sort the weeds out of that. So it will be something that can be maintained. And our height limit's 8 inches, so whatever it is, it'll have to meet that height requirement in terms of the ground cover. But we have a representative from Multax here, Doug Myers, if anybody has any specific questions.
The height of the panels would have to comply with the accessory structure.
Yeah, the height is 13 foot for accessory structures, as are spelled out in our ordinance. But again, I haven't seen the actual drawings yet, but their intent is to use this for their use. It will be, if you notice on the drawing, there's a 6-foot perimeter fence around this area for security, so it's kind of getting a field out of the middle of town too, so we won't have another tractor driving there, so.
So the entire field will be gone,
Pretty much that whole green area, isn't it, Doug?
or will there still be crops on some of it?
I don't think there's any room for any crops.
Good. All right, do we have a motion? Second?
Who had the motion?
So moved.
Okay.
Approved.
Do we have any other comments then? All right, call the roll.
Who had the motion?
Oh.
Ron.
Rob.
Okay, Parrot,
Yes.
Bosley,
Yes.
Blunier,
Yes.
Lehman,
Yes.
Newman.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Village trustees, do any of you have anything tonight? Okay, no need for any closed sessions, so if we can have a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
See, this meeting went just as good as Sam's last time.